everyone, this is Tricia and welcome to my channel. So today's is a chit chat and I am out and about. I just wanted to let y'all know some little things that are going on with me and my mom a little bit about that. I don't want to go into too much detail because then this will be a super long video. But yeah, just a little update on myself. My mom is not doing very well, unfortunately. Had to have her taken to the emergency room. She had a UTI, but she's also got some problems with her legs and such. So then she got taken to an adult recovery center where they will be doing some physical therapy. My mom can no longer do anything for herself. I've had to be doing everything for her, but it's gotten to the point where I've been told that I should not be doing that by my doctor. I shouldn't be exerting myself or carrying anything heavy or doing anything like that. So I'm in the process of trying to get some assistance for that, for my mom. It's very difficult because my mom doesn't qualify for a lot of services because of her asthma. Okay, so having said that, I'm just going to see what I can do about getting some help for her. As for myself, a month ago, came to my doctor, the doctor that I'm seeing today, just a moment ago. Just trying to back out of here. Why do people see you backing up but they still keep driving towards you? Dear Lord. And then, yes, of course you're going to do that. They went around me, cut in front of me. Okay, let's just calm down. So anyway, yeah, a month ago, he's listening to my heart. I was feeling very dizzy, and I've been getting those feelings lately, just get very dizzy, sometimes I'm out of breath, things like that. And that day that I came here, I was feeling that way. So that's the first thing I told a young lady when they were taking my blood pressure and doing all those things. At the time, my blood pressure was okay, nothing major, but she could see that I was flushed and, not flushed, but like, I was white and not looking good. They asked me to sit back, relax. Then they wanted me to get on the table, but I couldn't because I felt like I want to fall down, so I didn't get on the table. My doctor came in, listened to my heart, and what he felt was a heart murmur. So he said, I'm going to send you to a cardio doctor. So we did that. Went to the, at his same, my primary doctor's office, they did an echocardiogram and then some sort of a sonogram. They did that to listen to my heart. And so then those results, they gave them to me so that then I could take it to the cardio doctor and make my appointment. And the cardio doctor saw me and he verified all those things. They did the same things, blood, echo, cardio, EKGs, and then the sonogram again and everything. So then they told me that I would then first go to the hospital to get heart catheterization. And so I've already pre-registered for that this Tuesday, and on Monday I am going to be going in for that. That is where they get a little catheter, they put it through your groin area. They're going to disperse some ink to go through the veins so that they can look at them. They're going to look at my heart, and valves and things like that, so they can see exactly, what is, obstructed and clots or things like that. They're also going to be looking at my legs because he noticed I have very low circulation in my legs. That's what's causing all my cramps, my sudden cramps. Of course, especially my right arm, I get cramps on my hand. So that's what they're going to check all that. And there's more than likely some sort of valve surgery going to be happening sometime after that. But first, we're going to go through that. But they did tell me that if he sees anything that he can repair at that appointment on Monday, they'll go ahead and do that, like maybe dissolve any clots that they can dissolve, possibly put in a stent or something like that. So right now, that is going to take all day on Monday. The procedure might not take long, but if he has to go do anything further, of course, that'll take more time. And then there's a recovery time. If nothing has to be done, 6 hours recovery, and then I can come home. If not, they had to do something further, and I have to be there longer, and stay overnight, and so forth. So my husband's going to be with me the whole time, and I do have a friend who I recently became friends with, a very nice lady that I've asked for some help, and she came through to maybe help me with my mom as well. So I just wanted to update everyone on that. I'm off right now to my grocery store. I want to get something, some veggies. I'm craving like zucchini or something like that. So I'm going to get that. I'm thinking about making like a zucchini lasagna. So instead of using, the pasta noodles. By the way, I have lost some more weight, and I'm very happy about that. I know that the first few pounds that I lost was because of so much stress, and then my appetite is kind of down a little bit. But I know it's also from taking Ozempic. Ozempic also cuts down it makes you feel fuller, so you don't eat as much. But then there was a point where I was like hungry in the middle of the night. So, so I've been trying to eat a little bit better, and because I only have breakfast and then dinner. I don't have any other food in between. And I really should have something, some nuts or something in the middle of the day, so that when I have my dinner, that is actually, helping me. And then I didn't want something later on. But what I was looking for was like, savory things. I was looking for chips or something like that. I wasn't looking for, like sugary things like, ice cream or cake or anything. I wasn't craving that. I was craving salty stuff, which that's like a rare thing for me. I don't mind some chips, but it's not my go-to thing. So anyway, I've been doing really good with that. And of course, all the walking back and forth here and there, going to the ER, back and down, here and there. My mom was in the ER, and then she was admitted into a hospital room. Not into a hospital room, but admitted for a hospital room. But they had so many people in there. It was packed in there. They couldn't get people into the ER rooms. Everybody was waiting like outside in the hallways. Then some critical people came in, so then more people that were there for hours had to even wait a little bit longer. And so they just got to the point where her primary doctor said send her to a adult rehab center, which was right across the road from where the ER is. So they just took her over there, and all I had to do was, because I didn't know exactly what time it was going to happen, so I went to the ER looking to go see her, and they said, oh, she's already been taken over there. And where I was parked was perfect, because all I had to do was just walk over, and I was perfectly parked in an area where both areas were of equidistance. All right, so I have a couple of little stories to tell you, but I'm going to go inside and get some things, and then I'll let you know what my little stories are. Well, I'm back, and I got my items that I wanted to do, because I decided I would make a zucchini lasagna, but I went ahead and I got a ground turkey rather than getting a ground beef. I wanted to make it like a little bit of a healthier meal. If it turns out good the way that I'm gonna make it, then I'll repeat it and do a video of it sometime in the future. I'm not doing a video because I don't have time to prepare for that, because I don't know what's going on with my mom. I just got a call right now, and I might have to head over there where she's at. And I had a couple of stories that I wanted to tell you, but you know what? I'm just going to tell you one, because I'm feeling a certain way right now. And so just to lighten the mood, yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before? Thursday or Wednesday? I don't remember now, you guys. But I went to go, it was Wednesday, I think. No, it was Thursday. It was yesterday. Okay, because I just remembered something. I was going to meet up with somebody to take care of some things, and we're going to meet up at 9 o'clock. And then I told her, well, let me know when you're on your way, because she lives nearby. Let me know when you're on your way, and I'll take off at that same time. So, but I got up, I've been getting up early every day now. And I should take advantage, right now that I don't have to get up for my mom, to just sleep in a little bit longer, stay in bed. But I already got myself used to it, so I just get out of bed. So I got up early, and I was going to make myself breakfast. And I thought, you know what, there's a McDonald's down the road. It's on the way to where I'm going to go meet this person. And I just get myself a McDonald's breakfast, which is not the best idea, but that's what I decided. I just wanted to do that. And so I drove over there, ordered my meal. And the young man, well, I don't know if he was young or not, but, it sounded young to me. I later found out he was a young man. But anyway, young person, is just telling me, and I was like, yes, that's correct. The order's correct. Look it on the screen. Okay, please drive over to the first window sounded pretty sexy. That's what I heard. And I'm starting to drive off as I heard that, and I'm like, what? Why would he say that? And then split second thoughts. Was he turning around to say that to somebody else maybe there? But why would he say that? And I thought, well, I feel so bad, like, did I sound sexy? I don't think so. But, I still thought that, right? That he said that to me. And then I thought, poor guy, when I get over to the window, he's going to say, oh, it's just an old lady. So I was starting to feel bad for him. And I was like slowly coming up because there was a couple of cars, but they were already advanced over to the second window. So I was able to advance to that little first window, but I was coming a little slowly. Like I thought, oh, the poor guy, he's going to be like, oh, shoot, look, what did I say? And look at the old lady that I said that to. And I'm driving up and I'm getting up there, but I also had reached over for my wallet because I'm going to pay cash. So, I was grabbing that wallet, and so I get up to the window and I'm just kind of like looking down, and then because I'm a little embarrassed myself, I don't know why I got myself embarrassed. And then he goes, hi, 746, please. And I went like, okay. And then I was like, hello. I said that first, and then I went like, okay. And then I'm looking down because I'm grabbing cash, counting the 7, and I'm like, 746, sounding pretty sexy. 746, sounding pretty sexy. I'm saying that to myself in my head. I wasn't saying it out loud. I'm saying it out loud to you guys, but I was going 746, sounding pretty sexy. You sound pretty sexy. And I'm thinking, oh my God, he didn't say that. He said he had given me the total, 746. And somehow my brain heard sounding pretty sexy. That's crazy. So I paid, and then I got my food and everything, and went to the place I said, I'm going to park over there where I'm waiting for this person and just eat my meal there. And I just thought, I was just like, I can't believe that I thought that. It's a silly story, you guys. I don't know, I wanted to share it, but I was texting my husband and telling him, and he's like, yeah, I can see how they kind of would sound like that. And I said, well, from now on, that's our code. That's our flirting code, 746. You sound pretty sexy. So anyway, you guys, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I'm going to go ahead and end the video now. It's long enough. So in case I don't have any videos in the coming week, it's probably because I'm not feeling very well. I don't anticipate anything bad happening. I'm hoping that everything will be okay. I'm a bounce backer kind of person. So, and I even though I don't feel good sometimes, I still, work my way through it and try to do things. But I'm going to take it easy. My husband's taking some time off to be with me and make sure that I'm okay, because I have to have additional stuff done right away. Other than that, it'll just be a simple procedure. I'll be home, and then probably have something scheduled for some time in the future. But that's it, you guys. Thank y'all very much for watching. I love y'all. Please pray for me if you pray, and I really appreciate that. And y'all have a wonderful rest of your week until I get back to you. And as always, enjoy.